Hey guys, welcome to another episode. So today I updated, so it's patch 0.9300. The only item that morphed was this armor piece. So when I went to go look for a new armor piece to just buy, I ended up just finding better boots. I don't even know if it's really that good of a belt, but considering I'm just using this for stats right now, eventually I'll be able to use it. And I found this really dope helm. I know that spell level isn't really huge on this character, but I did want enhanced perception, and I know that spell levels help a little bit with summons, so earlier on it might be an okay alternative. I didn't find too many items that spawned with just minion affixes. It seemed actually pretty hard to roll, so I figured that I'll just have to get by with this until I get Arcane's Valor or something. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll whip it out of the stash, the one from normal. But for now, good to go. But I'm kind of poor now. It's going down to 2k sucks. I know that I get probably like 7 to 10k level, but it's still just nice to have it for books and stuff whenever you feel like it. So, I was talking to some people on Discord, and I never really thought about Firewall or Lightning Wall. It seemed like I didn't really need it on this character as much, at least right now. But one thing I didn't even think about is that it would block your minions from going through the doorway, which would help me pump out some more damage for situations like this, where, you know, my minions might just kind of do nothing or see enemies over here, but not actually get to the choke point. So if I just blocked my melee enemies from stopping the enemies from coming through the door, then I think I'd be in good shape.
Not enough mana.
forget if I even had the last patch when I made the video. I'm pretty sure I didn't. But it pretty much summed up what I talked about last time, which was, you know, the idea of
Not enough mana.
a stash that wasn't usable by other characters. But right now there seems to be some compromise going on by the looks of it. Mortar said maybe if they could have like a gold cost attributed to the things that you put in your stash, it would be okay. Frankly, I think it is a little weird to think about it that way. But on the other hand, you can't get gold unless your character has it, right? So, you know, I guess it's okay. It's just kind of like the same thing sort of happens, in my opinion, where you have a character that's really good at farming gold, but maybe not necessarily good at quest areas and things like that, so they can buy their way to victory that way. You know, maybe like an archer or something, or maybe like a summoner even, because yeah, I've used gold. I should probably have better gear, but it's just easier with gold.
Not enough mana.
But I guess if it makes people happy, you still can't use elixirs in there, so that's the big one, and I don't really think people are going to be honestly satisfied with that. I think it does make it sort of tedious though, because, you know, if there's already going to be multiplayer stashing, where you can just treat them as a mule essentially,
Not enough
I
mana.
think it is kind of redundant, because it's like, okay, so I have to transfer my character to multiplayer, then I have to what do you have to do? You'd have to transfer both characters to multiplayer, put it from one to the other, either using multiple versions of Windows, or have your buddy stand in a game, or like an old laptop or something, so you can like stay in a game, drop the item for the other character, change that character back to single player, and bam, he has the item. So it's like, in essence, it's kind of dumb, because, you know, if that's what you have to do, but you can still do it, it's effectively not really doing what it's intended. But if there's something like the gold to get your items back at a rate that's much worse than what you can buy from Griswold, from the theory behind it, which makes sense, because, you know, if everyone could just get stashed items, they're not going to go see Griswold. I mean, I still would, because there's items that I definitely need from Griswold. I get carried hard by them. But, you know, other people would primarily just stay at I forget what her name is. The barmaid. So, I guess in a way it makes it more of a hassle to find stuff, but you can still transfer like really awesome uniques. And sure, they're going to be really expensive, but I mean, you're still going to get them probably a whole lot quicker than if you would try to find them yourselves. And I think sometimes you're going to find uniques that are just better than the area that you're in. So if you find like a Q level 63 like ring or bangle, you know, pretty much supposed to be the top of the top, like, ring or amulet, it's probably not going to have a crazy level requirement on it. Maybe it's going to have level 25 or 30, but that's not even a huge deal, because the difficult part of the character usually comes early Purgatory or start of Doom, you know, later on after Horror Mode. So if you can just buy your way through that part, I guess it's kind of like buying your way through with Griswold. It's so easy to draw parallels between the systems, where you're kind of like, okay, well, I'm using gold to gain an advantage, but the gold that I use from Griswold is also possible. So things that drop from Griswold are, you know, more or less where you would be in the game, or a little bit earlier. I think it's a little bit earlier, up to a cap of what's the cap? Q level 40. So I feel like Griswold's a little better off. It just seems more balanced to have things that you could find but you don't necessarily find. Whereas with like uniques that you can buy, I'm sure there's gonna be like that 1 in a million uniques. It's kind of like I forget what if it's called Sightless Eye or something, but there's one unique on that I used on my Gladiator, and I was like, this doesn't have any level requirement. It gives you 30 armor class, like 30 damage, and negative 10 accuracy and like spell levels. So it's like right there. That's an item that clearly shouldn't be on low level characters, but it is. So I mean, oh whoops. Alright, I was told in the comments that casting Fury and then casting your summons is definitely worth it. So, let's see, 1200. 1200, 66, 72. Okay. So I guess it's just worth it in the sense that you get 2 more spell levels to whatever summon you have. So it's not really like insane, but it's another weird instance of minions not hitting something that I see. What? Part of me doesn't want to save because, like, okay, there we go. Because maybe it would, like, corrupt my file or something. I'm not sure. You just always get paranoid. Snot spill. Oh, that's good. Now that hotkeys are becoming more and more contested with these new spells, I feel like saving certain hotkeys to your weapon set would be actually a useful feature. I think it was brought up before. I feel like I have the deja vu with the whole idea. So it leads me to believe that someone else had brought it up before on Discord, but regardless of who made it up, I think it'd be a good idea, though probably really hard to implement. So that if I swap my weapon, I would, you know, have, say, recharge staff skill, identify skill, and I don't know what else I would have on there. Honestly, I guess a way around it would be just when I swap weapons with charges, it instantly goes to the charge that it holds. even on a mage, it's like the only time you would probably swap would probably be to get mana charges or something, so why not make it, you know, one less step? Seems easier that way.
Not enough mana.
Oh, shoot. So yeah, even though it looks like a compromise, I don't think I'd give that option. Unless it was like a level cap on the option to buy something. But even then, there's gonna be like... Oh, and something else I found out was AC has to do with your characters, or your minions'
Not enough mana.
stun threshold, which really surprised me. I didn't know that was a thing. So, now that I looked at the affixes regarding minion AC, it looks like the AC perk for summoners is viable, and it is reasonable. Anything that's reasonable, in my opinion, is something that you pay 10 perk points for one affix. Now obviously there's exceptions, and there's certain classes that get like OP ones, but for the most part that's what I just use as a rule of thumb. The only one that really ever gets around that is like the mage, because, you know, DFE is a terrible investment, but the more DFE you get from perks, the more spell levels you get. You can't get spell levels with perks, so... Trying to semi-conduct this archer to not run continuously away from me. Seems like a couple people had that issue where they just kind of keep chasing enemies for an infinite amount of time because, you know, naturally archers are going to run away from the summons, so... But right now I'd say my melee minions, they just need more health
I
or
have
something.
no room.
And that'll fix itself when I level up. I can hopefully get the vitality required for, first off, these boots. And hopefully the belt. What's the belt take? 33. Well, it's the Veil of Steel that I want, but I could probably get rid of that too. I don't really need the Veil of Steel, I don't think. once I get some spell levels. Also, there's a couple summoner armors that are added. Both base items and some unique items. I'm not sure what they are, but just having the chance to find something unique is good, so. Mordor was doing some segregation of affixes, so summoners will have like belts and boots that won't roll battle affixes. This had already been the case, I think, for like belts and gloves or something, or armor pieces, rings, something like that. But finally finished it up with boots or something, so it was another thing that got added. Can't even see those archers, what the heck? Not expect to find imps in there. Ooh, amulet.
I have no room. No.
Three DFE's not bad. Yeah, there's something else I bought. A shield with plus 17 vitality, so I could start wearing a lot of the belts and eventually these boots that I can't yet wear. Yeah, there we go. Something that actually helps my minions. There we go. This is actually a really decent piece for me just because I have low armor and resists are good. And all those things are good in quest levels and whatever, but I probably won't take this guy into a quest level. It's just too annoying without teleport to move around summons and stuff. but there we go. And there we go, up to 13,000 already. Not bad. Is this level clear? Not yet. Bummer, I can't.
Not enough mana. Not enough mana.
Don't know why I dropped that. There we go. Got the whole crowd.
Not enough mana.
The village master. How?
Hoping this is better than what I have, because I really don't like having to invest in dexterity just to get another spell level. Five DFE plus all attributes. I guess I can dig that. I mean, I lose all resist, but was I even using them, to be quite honest? Lose a little bit of armor class, but 5 DFE is kind of, well, I guess 3 DFE.
Stay for a... Greetings!
I'm pretty sure that I won't be able to cast an extra archer because of this, but, well, I'll see. maybe it's not a big deal. Alright, probably best I just wait. Well, can't wait. Alright. Oh, I can summon 6. Okay, well, screw the Veil of Steel. Definitely gonna use that. I guess I better go back for that. And my minions should be dead by now, so my guess is that they're not going to be able to die because the minion hasn't actually hasn't laid eyes upon me yet. Let's see if I can steer my golem in there. So this is a little cheese if it's operating the way I think it is, which I'm pretty sure it is. It doesn't look like they're getting hit. Still the same number of minions. But I guess this is kind of like special instance. Like this doesn't happen very often. There we go. Minions killed them all. Well, him. Just him. I didn't feel like cast and teleport. It's kind of annoying.
Enough mana.
Well, it has so much melee resist that I might even consider that. Fire resist is good too, I shouldn't say that, but plus 4 to all attributes will help me wear it. Do I have something with plus magic? No. Well, I have these gloves, but I really like the gold I'm getting, so I'm just gonna be an inefficient player and continue with the gold.
Not enough mana.
gotta level up. Now I gotta be careful about what I add into. 17 to vitality. Plus 3 to all attributes, so I have plus 20 to vitality essentially. I guess I have to just dump this entire level on that eventually. Yeah, in order to wear these boots at least. So, well, that's what I gotta do. That's what I gotta do. Wait a tick. Okay, and then bam. We're actually relevant. There we go. You know, getting 33% fire resist really shouldn't be that much of a hassle. I'll eventually be able to buy, I could probably buy one actually after this episode. I should have enough gold, but for now this should probably do. And I got some more health for my minions, that's handy. Still get the gold, a little bit of gold on my amulet, but well, looks like it's good enough. I could actually go for this helm, this looks, but I wouldn't be able to wear these boots. Wait, yes I can wear these boots? I don't know why I can wear these boots. 17. Oh, the armor. Okay. Well, I still need the dexterity just to get this belt, but otherwise I would, because enhanced perception is quite nice. Pretty nice. So yeah, my guess is that a lot of these could just be fixed. Well, not fixed, but like rectified, you know, like improved if they were just based on percentages. But I can see why Mordor didn't want to do that, so that, you know, affixes, it didn't look like you were basically just getting affixes. It's like you were getting, like, at the start, +1 to damage of minion is probably a lot more common from your perks than trying to find it on gear. So, I see the point. Guess I'll do armored minions. I won't level it up very fast, but eventually 25 AC for 10 perk points is as high as you can go, at least on the affix list that I checked, so. Oh. These fucking archers looking over the wall at fucking, I don't know what the fucking god damn it. Pardon the cussing. Man, that's actually... I guess I can just unsummon all my guys and just let them walk back, but... Okay, so it just took a certain amount of time for them to try and not fire at him? I don't know. Wizard Kid. These minions block so hard. Ugh. It's not terrible, but not what I need. That's a pretty cool image this guy has.
May the spirit of Arcane protect me.
I guess I didn't really think about it, but I think starting a new game is the right thing to do when you update. But I don't know if I updated this game. So if something goes wrong, I can always update, but for now it actually seems like it's okay. Oh yeah. Fire damage, perfect. And that'll save me some money. Well, they don't seem like they take a lot of damage from elemental attacks, which I guess is good as I move down the levels here. I gotta be careful too that I don't push them closer to me. Stupid rune.
I cannot carry anymore.
Never found an ox skull before. Oh yeah, I have. I guess I bought one, so. Surprise ruined. Oh, I can summon 4 hydras now. Hell yeah.
This must be what Griswold wanted.
Well, looks like I'm over encumbered for now. So I'll wrap things up here and catch you guys next time.